For those of you who are new here, this is how today's video is going down. I take this very dart and put this blindfold on. After I'm spun around for 36 rotations, I then throw the dart aimlessly, blinded, at this here map behind me. And wherever this dart lands is where I'll be challenging myself to fish for the next 24 hours. Our last adventure took place in Arizona, smack dab in the Mojave Desert. And before Arizona, our dart landed in Pennsylvania on the Susquehanna River. And of course, the origin of our story where the dart series began, the first ever throw landed in South Dakota in the Black Hills of Custer State Park. And of our goal of catching either 5 different fish species or 10 fish total, we've only succeeded in doing so once in South Dakota. We have a failed mission in Arizona, and of course, Pennsylvania was a rough go. But today is a new day, and it is now time to throw the dart once more. We're live, so you know what that means. All 775 of you guys are ready to watch me and witness me throw the dart yet again. And again, if you're new here, the reason why we go live is to show you guys that this is in fact a genuine challenge. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, I had pork chops and 2 beers before this, so my stomach is full. Okay, where do I stop? So I don't hit you or a boat or anything. Oh, wow, I might throw up and throw the dart. Let me know when. That sounded funky.
You hit ocean.
I hit an ocean. First time we hit ocean. I think, are you guys over here? First time we hit ocean. Obviously we're not flying to whatever ocean that was, either the Pacific or Atlantic. Oh, different direction this time. Changing her up. All right. Last time we filmed this episode, or last episode, I missed the board completely. Good? It landed. That sounded crisp.
Yep.
Okay. The dart has spoken. It's a mystery as to where it has landed, and that is what makes this series so exciting. Not only tonight do I have to pack all my gear for a complete unknown fishing mission tomorrow, we've got to wake up bright and breezy, catch a flight or multiple flights to this new destination. And the rules of the challenge remain the same. Tomorrow, I have to catch either 5 different fish species or 10 fish total. I'm ready. Lay it on me. Arkansas? Maybe Kansas? No, it's Mississippi, isn't it? Let's find out. Where the hell is Grand Isle? I gotta take my phone out. Grand Isle. Grand Island, sorry, Grand Island. This is I have Nebraska? I don't know. This is the second time where I've had to take up my phone and look up where the city is that there's a Grand Isle, Canada. Are we going to Canada? Alaska? No. Alaska?
Nebraska.
Nebraska? Why is it not showing up? We're going to Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Grand Isle, Nebraska. No way. I actually don't think I've ever been to Nebraska. This is my first time ever going to Nebraska. And what's so funny is the first time we filmed this challenge, we landed in South Dakota, which is a neighboring state. Oh, it's a tiny little town. Folks, I think we got our work cut out for us. Well, there we have it. Dart series number 4, we're headed to Nebraska. Let's mosey on over to our gate and get checked in. Oh, the Midwest. So, Grand Isle, Nebraska. Since we have a couple of minutes before this flight, I decided to hop on one of my favorite apps ever, that being Google Maps, to see what we're working with essentially. As you may be able to tell, there's not a whole lot of water here. With a bit of an asterisk, there is a major river called the Platte River, and I think this is a river that runs through different state borders, so it bleeds into Wyoming and maybe a couple other states. Off the cuff, there's not a whole lot of lakes or ponds. There is a couple. It's definitely more water than Arizona, I will say. But overall, there's just not much. A couple little ponds, no big lakes, no like creeks, and I can't believe we even have a direct flight here because this is a small town. This is also part of the video too, where we normally just hop on the plane and we get to it, but I do want to just really briefly show you guys what I packed because a lot of folks had a lot of questions. I posted an Instagram story this morning, and a lot of folks were like, how do you travel with all the fishing gear? It's super easy. I don't check any bags. I bring this bag, my 1 2-piece and 2 3-piece rods, and of course, work-related stuff. In this bag, I got my clothes, my tackle. I, like all the other trips, which we've yet to actually use, I have not only freshwater gear, but saltwater gear. Just to give you guys a rundown, this is my saltwater box. I do have some catfishing and like some bottom fishing, some gear for essentially carp and catfish or maybe gar. Big money bag. This is full of Guggen plastics. Your essentials, lunker logs, saucy swimmers. And then of course, I bring 5 reels with me. And here is my freshwater box. Everything fits in here. A lot of you guys wonder how we carry on hooks, and thus far TSA has not had a problem with it. They've also not had a problem with line. I bring a lot of line with me just in case. And they also don't have a problem bringing the rods on. I'm allowed 2 carry-on. Okay, we gotta go. So, as I was saying before we were rushed aboard, I'm able to bring 5 reels, 3 rods, 2 tackle trays, and a bag full of not only line, but soft plastics, all carried on, nothing checked. I do get free bags checked in, but bags tend to get lost, especially these days, so I like having everything on me and with me, and with that, makes the process very smooth, especially in these 24-hour sends. All of it fits. And the apple. Welcome to Grand Island, Nebraska. We are in the dead center of this beautiful and very flat state. I say beautiful in quotations. There probably is some beauty to this state, but I don't think we're gonna see any of this trip because we are in a part of Nebraska that is flat as all can be. I thought Texas was flat, but flying over here just shortly before we landed, I looked outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, this place is nothing but cornfields. We've got our work cut out for us. Like I said, when I was looking on Google Maps, there wasn't a whole lot of water that I saw that seemed fishy. Although, when I landed, I saw a lot of you guys who DM'd me on Instagram and said, hey, look, John, there's actually some pretty good fishing around here. This is the part in the video where the clock starts now. We've officially touched down to the state. We've got to fish for the next 24 hours. So with that being said, let's hop in this Tacoma and get to fishing. This young woman in there said that there are, it's actually a lot of fish in this lake. There's muskie, walleye, largemouth, your standard panfish, and then of course catfish too. She may have not even mentioned all of them, but we're our first stop, and I'm super fascinated because this is like a place I don't even think to go to travel as a fishing destination, but I have heard some good things about Nebraska. Obviously, Flair lives here. Josh Big Patrol lives here. There's some really good fishing opportunities, but I just never really thought to come here to fish. So I'm hoping to be surprised throughout the next couple of 24 hours. We're at our first spot. This is Mormon Island Lake. It sits just next to the Platte River. And I asked the rental car guy, I'm like, hey, what's the deal with the Platte River? Is it worth fishing? And he just went, no. Here's what I'm starting off with. Kind of a crazy duo for a lake I've never fished and a state I've never fished, but I got good hopes for both. This lake supposedly has muskie and big bass, so I do want to throw around this Metro Glide a little bit. And with that, I've got a little finessey technique. Guggen dart on a drop shot, which has a possibility of catching smallmouth, largemouth, and even walleye. So let's venture down, get out of this wind a little bit, and hope for the best. Nothing but tweaker bluegill. No bites thus far. Mormon Pond. No dice. We got 0 fish 2 hours in. Oh no, shoot. No, that was a nice bite. Yeah, maybe not. Damn it. Set the hook a little bit too early on that one. There we go, fish on. Oh my gosh, this feels big. Oh my gosh, big smallmouth. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Big smallie. Big smallie, nice smallmouth. Not a giant, but a good one. Out of a pond, are you kidding me? This is nuts. Oh boy, don't lose this fish. Do not lose this fish. This would be my first. Oh, he's got one with him. He's got a buddy. He's got friends. There's more down there. That's a good sign. Come here. Oh boy, let's go. Come here. Come here. Wow, nice Nebraska smallmouth. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, come here, come here, come here. Come here, stop all that. Woo! We did it. First day, we finally got a fish. This is already looking better than Arizona. Oh, let's go, man. Ladies, gentlemen, and wieners, I present to you our first fish in Nebraska. My first fish ever in this beautiful flat state. Oh my Lord. What a cool catch too, to catch a smallmouth. I think last time we filmed this video, I caught like an 8-inch, or sorry, not even, probably an 8mm bluegill. But this is way cooler. A nice farm pond smallmouth. Take a gander at that beautiful Midwestern SMB. Put up a heck of a fight. I could have sworn it was at least a 3-pounder, but I guess these Nebraska bass just throw down. So cool, dude. Our first species and first fish of the challenge. We've got plenty of time left to make some more magic happen. Let's send him back. Back she goes. Bye-bye. Wow. So I'm sure you guys can probably hear a little bit of something other than the wind blowing in the trees right now, and that is the beautiful, wonderful, busy Route 40 that kind of cuts across Nebraska. And a lot of you guys in the comments were like, John, we can't give you specific spots, but most of you guys were saying to follow the yellow brick Route 80. And that is exactly what I found. I just found this random pond off the side of the road. We pulled in. It looks clean, it looks great, as did the last place, but this is a little bit smaller and there's no one fishing here. So I thought, fingers crossed. Nice. Okay, here's the tally. Species number 1, a smallmouth bass. And of course, we've got 1 fish. Now, all we have left to do is either catch 4 more species or 9 more individual fish. Let's keep cranking. Another one, another fish. What do we have here? Oh my gosh, is it another smallmouth? Another smallmouth, no way. No, it is a smallmouth. It is a brown bass. I think that might have been his buddy down there. Oh, this one looks completely different. He's like all bronzy. Beautiful little fish. And there's a little fellow bluegill seeing what's going on as well. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. That is why smallmouth are the best. They'll jump right at your feet like that. They're such ornery little buggers. Oh, okay. Okay. I might have spoke too soon on Nebraska. This is so much fun. Oh, another one. A little bit smaller, but still a nice pond smallmouth. This is crazy. I cannot believe this. There we have it, fish number 2, still on species number 1. I had no idea there'd be smallmouth in this pond, although it does look very smallmouthy. It's deep, it's clean. There's a bit of grass and a bit of gravel, and that usually is a good habitat for these brown bass to dwell in. After I release this guy, I want to talk to you guys how I'm catching these fish and maybe give you guys some knowledge that will hopefully help you on your next 24-hour fishing mission. Stunning. I love it. Nebraska, you're proving me wrong. This is kind of a cool state. Back in the water she goes. Yeah. Not gonna lie, this morning when I found out we were going to Nebraska, I was a little bit bummed. I was hoping for something a little bit more 3-dimensional. And not that this state isn't 3-dimensional, but to me on the surface, it doesn't seem like much. On the map, when I was looking at the map this morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, like if this challenge was a 24-hour corn picking challenge, I'd have no problem. I'd be in the best state ever. But upon further inspection, and now that we've got boots on the ground and we're actually fishing, there's some decent fishing opportunity here. I'm not just saying that because we're catching fish, but everything I've kind of seen with a closer vocal point while zooming in on maps and driving throughout Route 80, there's some awesome little tiny ponds. And what's so neat is they're adjacent to massive cornfields. So technically these are public farm ponds, which is so cool. And I grew up fishing stuff like this. But briefly, not to veer off subject, I want to show you guys how I'm catching these bass. And it's one of my favorite ways to catch smallmouth. And I've been doing this since I was a kid. Just for reference, it's 98 degrees right now in the Midwest. Ridiculously hot. And if you're not into the technique stuff, skip past this part and then get to the fishing and the part where I break rods and trip over my shoelaces. But anyway, this is how I'm catching these fish. This is a Guggen pinner worm. If you guys want to pick some of these up, I'll leave a link down below. Save 10% off, use my code JohnB. But this is a beautiful little straight tail worm. It's a 5 inch and some change straight tail worm. and it's very close to the worms I used to fish as a kid. I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Illinois, so I fished a lot of ponds like this where the fish were pressured, the water was clean, and in the hot summer days, there wasn't much you could catch them on other than a subtle straight tail worm. And how I'm fishing this right now is on a small octopus hook, tinier the better. If you can get away with something really small, almost like a bluegill hook, I would recommend doing so. And at the bottom of that is a little weight. This is called a drop shot rig for all of you newbies out there. It's a fantastic way to catch pressured fish in the summer, especially from the bank. Throwing this on 8-pound test. I've got my 7-foot 2-piece Guggen rod, which, like I showed you guys earlier, fits on a tiny American Eagle flight. And I've got a 3,000 size spinning reel. So I've got 10-pound braid to 8-pound fluoro. It's important to throw fluoro if you're fishing clean water like this. And that's really all you gotta do. You gotta cast in some deep water, find rock. Rock's always good. Rock to the grass transition is always good for those SMBs, and that's exactly what we found here. So we got 2 fish under the belt. We got 8 more to go. Still have 4 more species to catch. I'm eager, I'm pumped. Let's go crank another. Another fish. What do we have here? Another fish. Ooh, a little smallmouth. Tiny, is smallmouth or largemouth? Another smallmouth. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Fish number 3. Oh no, I lost my worm. That was my last worm. No. Dude, why did you do that?
Why? Why did you do that?
Number 3. I'm gonna have to hold this one a little bit closer to the camera. It is a bit tinier, but that is fish number 3. And yet another clear water roadside pond smallmouth. Chunky little fellow. He's got a bit of a gut, just like me. Let's send him back. Oh, he's biting me. Ow. Ow. See ya. I suppose a pre-release bite is deserved after stinging him with my little tiny hook. Good news, bad news. Good news, fish number 3. Bad news, that was my last worm, and all my other worms are back in Texas. So we could catch a quick flight tonight, come back here in the morning with more pinner worms, or, I agree, or we try something a little bit different. This is fun. Redeem. There we go, fish on. Oh my gosh, that feels decent. Oh yeah, another smallmouth on the crawl. Ate it on the way down too. Oh yeah, switch things up a little bit. I know what I was throwing was working, but I ran out of worms. So I decided to try something new altogether. Come here, come here, bud. Oh yeah, yeah. He is not too happy about having a hook in his mouth. There we go. Another one, sick. Number 4, baby, number 4. And another smallmouth at that. I'll tell you what, guys. I did not think this morning we'd find ourselves at a clear water farm pond catching smallmouth. I thought for sure we'd be scrounging up for some tiny largemouth or maybe a pike or a bluegill here and there. But this is, too much to my surprise, a heck of a lot of fun. Let's get him back in the water. It is hot out here. We don't want these fish to stay out too long. Oh, look at those beautiful brown scales glistening in that Nebraska sun. Well, you may notice I did completely switch things up. Not throwing a spinning anymore. This is my 3-piece casting rod, and I actually caught that fish on an unreleased bait. You'll have to blur this out, Caleb, but I'll show you guys regardless. Maybe we'll show you a little piece of it. It's a brand new Guggen crawl. We have not come out with new soft plastics in forever, but I decided I'd bring some of these along with to our 24-hour challenge to see how they do. And this is my first time fishing them, and I can say that they officially work. I'm sure a lot of the forage in this pond, if I had to guess, is probably crawfish, which is exactly what I'm trying to imitate right now. Of course, you've got leeches, frogs, bluegill, and maybe even perch. But if I was a bet man, I'd say that that fish was in the mood to eat a crawfish, given the fact that he smoked my Texas rig. Oh my gosh, something big, something real big. Something real big. Look at that, Caleb. Look at that on the surface. Good heavens.
Bait next to it?
Bait next to it too. I'm feeling a little topwater action right now. Spot number 3, our final spot of the day. I'm sure you can tell that beautiful sun is about to set on us. And we have a nice foundation for day number 1. We have roughly, I think, like 20 hours and some change left to fish. And of course, a lot of that will be spent sleeping. Spot number 3, it's a little roadside ditch. It looks really good. I'm seeing some bait. I'm seeing some surface activity. Let's see if we can catch another fish. Oh, someone got smackled. Oh, big carp. Interesting. This might be a good spot to check out tomorrow. Oh, I'm on. There we go. Oh, it just came off. No. Just had one on the topwater. No, that was fish number 5, baby. No. That was fish number 5. Absolutely crushed it. Golly, that was a good bite. I don't know. Big enough to eat the spook, though, for sure. Got him. Oh, he came off. He ate it. That was so crazy. Our 3rd spot of the day deemed to be unsuccessful on my part. I missed what I would assume to be a nice largemouth on the topwater, and then just down yonder, I missed a gar, I believe, on the same topwater that I missed the bass on. So could have had 2 new species here, and then 2 more fish, which would have made a grand total of 6 fish today. But I just couldn't pull the trigger. However, the good news and the silver lining is there's a lot of life in this pond, and we really only got to fish it for maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes. Threw the drone up, or at least Caleb threw the drone up, and we panned around the shallows, and there's so many big fish in here. So it'd be cool to spend like maybe 15, 20 minutes here tomorrow before we switch gears and try to catch maybe like a pike or try to get that largemouth and just see if we can get something big that pulls drag. But the game plan is this: we're gonna head to the hotel, get checked in. Caleb's gonna tuck me in nice and sweet, read me a lullaby, and we're gonna get ready for an early start tomorrow because we got started kind of late with the whole flight pattern. There's only 2 flights coming in and out of here per day. We gotta use our time wisely. I also might have 1 less jig this trip. Let's see. Give it the old yank and spank. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Am I gonna lose this jig or am I gonna get it back? No. Well, if you guessed I was gonna lose that jig, then you'd be right. Let's get out of here. Good morning, Wieners. It is day number 2. We took a nice, I don't know, 7-hour nap at the, what is this, the Best Western? Not too bad. But now we are awake and ready to get after it. This is our basically last and final moments to try to complete this challenge. We're not close. We've got a good foundation. We've caught 4 smallmouth thus far. In addition, I also did some homework last night, and I basically followed Route 80 for about an hour and 30 minutes headed west. And I think I might have said something at the beginning of this challenge along the lines of, there really isn't a whole lot of water here in Nebraska. Well, I hold my tongue. I stand corrected because upon further investigation, there is a lot of water. It's just not the water you'd think of. Not a lot of big lakes around here, but a lot of tiny, small, corn-fed farm ponds. And I think my goal for today is to fish as many of those farm ponds as possible. And with that in mind, let's take a look at the timer. Oh, yep, we are running behind. So let's hop in the Tacoma and head that way. Well, we sure did lose a lot of time driving to this spot, but it looks so good. There's an array of ponds and little tiny lakes over here. We're at, this is Kearney State Park. Just from the aerial view, it looks really nice. We actually hit a spot that was farther than this. Ended up being not good. Not a whole lot of bank access, and the water just did not look right. So we've come over here where the water's a little bit cleaner, kind of similar to where we fished yesterday. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed. We are losing time right now. The driving really sucks at these challenges. Looks super froggy. Of course, it has to be just windy as hell today too. Oh, there's some big bluegill down there. Some nice blue geegies. Seen some big gills. Water looks clean. Lots of grass. Might have to pull the frog out. Don't make me, I might just do it. Not a ton of bank access. A little bit more than the last spot though. Catfish. It's catfish. Should I throw some bread at him? Oh boy. Don't really have any prime catfish bait, but I do have some bread for a potential carp mission later on in the evening. And I do know that catfish will eat just about anything, bread included, so I'm gonna let this thing sink out there, and I'm gonna rig up some, maybe a frog or something like that, and let that puppy sink. Hopefully the bluegill don't terrorize it. Oh, there's a little bass. 2 little bass. Why aren't these guys looking at my frag? Largemouth, that's a new species for us if we get one. They're a little too cool. Oh, this guy might actually check it out if he's dumb enough. Oh, he sees it. I think Nebraska so far is kind of slept on. Obviously, we've only seen like maybe 0.01%, but I definitely have ambitions to come back here and maybe bring my boat and fish some of these ponds. There's actually a ton of ramps at these tiny ponds, which is not common. Usually the small ponds are meant for bank fishing, but it's kind of cool. You can drop in a boat or a small boat or a kayak into some of these little ditches that we've driven past, but I like it. It's fun. I wish I had more time to fish here, but you know, we're getting a good taste of it. I'm gonna donk a crawl on that largemouth, see how aggressive this thing is. Nice cast, dummy. Hey, just bird's nested the out of it. Oh, he's looking at it. It's too smart. He was interested for a split second there. Oh my gosh, that was insane. As soon as the bait hit the water, I'm on. Fish number 1 for day number 2. I think it's a largemouth, dude, as soon as it hit the water. Come on up, come on up. Got him. Species number 2 and fish number 5 on that prototype crawl. Nice little largemouth. I feel like a kid fishing off a dock. So cool. My first ever Nebraska LMB. Wasn't what I was trying to do. I was waiting for that crawl to hit the bottom, but that fish ate it right under the surface. All right, time for release. This is gonna be a bit of an acrobatic release, but he will make it down. Later, Stinky. Yoink. Bye-bye. Well, that was quick. We literally just started fishing here and we've already got a bass, and a decent one at that too, on that little Guggen prototype crawl. I'm gonna cast back in there. I didn't even let my bait sink. That fish wanted it instantly. I'm gonna catch a gill and use that as bait. I think that's game over. Okay. That would be 4 species right there. Okay, I'm gonna do it. There was 2 of them too, which is very interesting. Oh, there's the catfish right there. There's catfish. Oh, oh. He's going for the bread. He's going for the bread. He just ate it. Oh. He just ate it. He's eating it. Got him, got him, got him. New species. Oh my gosh, it's a catfish. It's a nice one too. Oh my gosh, he just ate the bread. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just sight fished a catfish. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Channel cat. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. I think I gotta go down there. I think he's a little, no, I could boat flip him, I think. Boat flip. No way, dude. Nebraska's crazy. You could freaking come here and sight fish largemouth and bluegill, and now freaking catfish on the bread, dude. That is why you always, any fishing mission you go on, bring a little bit of corn or bread, because you never know what you might stumble upon. Our 3rd species in fish number 6. A beautiful, to some people beautiful, not so beautiful to others, but in my opinion, a beautiful Nebraska channel catfish. This guy ate a little piece of Hostess bread. Shout out Hostess. Cool fish. Man, this morning's starting off pretty good. Let's send him back. Ready for launch? Later, kitty. There he goes, look at, bye-bye. That was so crazy. We were feeding the bluegill with the bread just for fun, and I guess the catfish kind of felt the commotion, so there was 2 of them that came in. One was trying to chase a bluegill, I believe, and this other one was on his way to do the same, but he got stopped in his tracks, dead. When he saw my bread, he's like, ooh, I gotta have that. So, you know, per usual, we fed it to him. There's another one right there. Look at that one right there. That is fish number 6 and species number 3. Let's get another one with the same stuff that I used to catch that catfish. I'm now going to wad it on to a much smaller hook, and we're gonna see if we can get species number 4 here. There's actually some pretty sizable bluegill down there. I'm gonna see if I could try to scurry away from the smaller ones and get one of these bigger gills to bite. I'm not really sure what species of bluegill they are, but they look a little bit different than the ones we have back home. They're already pretty fired up, so let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get a bigger one though. No, I want that big one. I'm gonna get greedy. No. Where's the big girl at? Come on. No. That was decent. Got him. That was so quick. What is this? Oh, this is just your everyday ordinary bluegill. Pretty little fish. Species number 4. I know this might not be the most exciting thing, but it's just fun to fish for something other than bass. Especially that catfish moment. That was pretty cool. I believe this is just your regular ordinary bluegill. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section, but I'm 99.9% sure. Our original plan was to catch one of these and use them as bait for the catfish, but we didn't even need to. The cat wanted the bread. Thank you. Species number 4, fish number 7. Always catch your bluegill, folks. Later, bye-bye. They're getting smart now. I catch one and the group just kind of goes a little bit stale. They can see that freaking line. Oh, that one bull rushed it. They'll eat the bread without a hook, no problem. But as soon as you throw one in there with a hook, they get a little tentative. Oh, got him. Whatever the past tense of got him is, that's what I had.
Had him.
Had him. All right, what do you think? I say we walk around a little bit, see if we can do some frogging. There's some decent mat over here, and I think let's split, try to find something a little bit different. There's just not a whole lot of bank access over here, unfortunately. However, there is a little bit right here where we could frog and potentially get a nice largemouth. I mean, at this point, we're on the cusp of obviously getting our 5th species, which would close out the challenge, but we're also really close to getting 3 more fish, which would also close out the challenge. We did a double whammy the first time we ever filmed this video. We caught over 10 fish, and we caught, I think, six species of fish. So let's keep exploring. Oh, this looks super froggy. There's got to be a belly buster in here. There's got to be a bass willing to eat a frog in this spot. Oh, I just had one. Just had one. Right on cue. Right on freaking cue. Golly. Didn't look big, but it was a bass, I believe. Oh, there was a bass right there. There's literally a bass right there. I can see him in a little sunspot. I'm gonna throw the crawl in there. He was just looking for it. He was just looking for it. Still right there, I believe. Oh yeah, he's looking for it. He's looking for it. Come on. Eat that thing. He's got it. Got him. Oh, that was so crazy. That was so crazy. Let's freaking go, dude. I watched that fish chasing my frog in that little sunspot. He stopped and I pulled the frog out and I threw that little Guggen prototype crawl in there and he walloped it. Fish number 8, yet another Nebraska largemouth. It was so cool. I was just explaining to the GoPro that I watched this fish chasing my frog. When I pulled the frog out, he was confused. He didn't know where the bait went. Instead of throwing the frog back in there, I followed up with that crawl. Not a monster by any means, but it's another fish. We're making it happen. Wow, today's been fun so far. Time to send our little fellow back. Later, Stinky. Bye-bye, Stinky. Whew. Wow, I don't know what we're gonna do first, catch our 5th species or get to 10. I've got hopes though. Even though we got a flight to catch in literally 4 hours, I think we can make this happen. This time of year, if you find a lake that's got this kind of sludge, I know it deters a lot of people from wanting to fish, but you just gotta fish in it. You gotta utilize it. When it's hot, when the sun is high, the fish are looking for any sort of means of shade and cool water. So finding some sludge or some muck like this, tie on a frog, that's all you need. Tie on a frog or you could punch it, but I like frog fishing. It's way more exhilarating. And go to town, go get you some bass. Smallmouth will also sometimes hang under this stuff too, believe it or not, especially in the Midwest. I've actually caught quite a few smallmouth in the sludge back in Illinois. It's not super common, but it happens. Oh my God. Oh my God, what the heck? Oh my God, this pond is full of fish. That wasn't a very big one, but it was still a bass. I believe it was a bass. All right, I'm gonna chum up the spot a little bit, get these carp active. It's good to establish a bit of forage near where your bait is at. A lot of people think carp are easy, and in some cases they can be. There's been times where I pulled right up to a lake and caught them like that. There's other times they can be kind of tricky. This is a spot that looks like it gets fished, heavily. So these carp could be smart. And generally speaking, the bigger the fish, no matter what the species is, they tend to be a little bit more difficult. What was that?
That was big.
Wasn't a carp. Something just came up and surfaced on the bread. I have no idea what it was. So we're gonna chum up this spot a little bit, get them fired up, get them antsy, and just wait for that line to go doink, 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 doink. Oh gosh, already got a bite. Already got a bite. That was so quick. My rod just jolted. Whatever that was, it was pretty big. Holy smokes, what was that? Oh my gosh. If that was a carp bite, that was a severe one. Lost my bread. Wow, that was something big. Caleb just asked if there's any trick when putting the bread on the hook for the carp. And there's really no trick in balling it. You definitely want to mold it. But the biggest trick that I recommend to anyone if you're gonna fish for carp with bread is always keep this thing sealed. Otherwise, your bread will dry out and it's literally unusable. So always keep it sealed after you open it up. Try not to have it open for too long. Oh, there's a big one right there. Look at the size of that one right there. Holy smokes, that's a monster. That's a monster. That dude, it's like a 15-pounder. There's two of them. Look. They might come up on this bread. There's a whole school of them. Holy moly, dude. I gotta stay close to this rod. I wanna rig up a bass rod just so I can kind of fish while we're waiting, but I'm afraid if I walk away from this rod, it's gonna go straight in the water. As far as looks go, this is probably one of the worst ponds that we've seen. It's just kind of dirty, it's gross, but there's a lot of life here. It's thriving. Aside from the carp, we're seeing, oh, that's a catfish right there. Big catfish right there. Big catfish. Or a big shad, I don't know what that is. I think it is a catfish. It's got a forked tail. It's a big catfish. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's catfish and carp and bass coming up to the bank. There's bluegill too. There's a gar right there. Look at that. Nice gar. There's so much life in this little pond. It's very unassuming. And I've found over my years of fishing, some of the stuff that looks generally the least appealing. Oh, I'm getting bit. Oh my God, just dropped it. That felt big. I think he felt me pick it up. Another bite. 2 bites in like less than 10 minutes. I think I don't have any bread left. Oh, there's one right there. There's one right there. Come on. Just see this bread and freaking eat it, you dummy. Just see the bread and eat it. See the bread and eat it. Come on. It's going right down to him. Just please eat that. It's right in front of his face. I think he just ate it. Oh my God, no. Oh, he got so weirded out by it. He's gonna turn around. Please turn around, eat that bread. There's 2 nice ones. Turn around. There's 2 of them. They're right at the bank. This is insane. See that bread and eat it. I want to see that fish's tail go way up in the air. They're being so tricky right now. Anywhere else in the world, that probably would have worked. I don't know why they're being so finicky. Come on. Got him. Oh no! Snagged. Bit it and I got snagged. That was a good bite. It's the closest I've came to one thus far. I'm gonna just break off now. Why is it the carp are being the most difficult right now? Is there like a tree down there? There's so much junk down there, man. Oh no, this might have just gotten snagged. Both my rods are going off right now. We've got literally 15 minutes left. Not even, we got like 10 minutes left in this challenge. I'm starting to think it might not happen, but I got 2 rods that are both getting bit. Oh, look at the bubbles. That's right where that fish was at. That was a big fish. That was for sure a big fish. Oh my gosh. You can see where that fish is feeding. All the bubbles right where my bread's at. This one's also getting messed with too. I don't know. If it's gonna happen, it's gotta happen in the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, we're gonna fail another challenge. Oh yeah, game over. Got him. I refuse to lose another one of these challenges. As much as I hate doing this, desperate times call for desperate measures. Fish number 8. We are literally boarding in like an hour. Things I'd do for you wieners. Another beautiful little sunfish. He's not gonna count towards our new species, which we were hoping to get for the carp, and for whatever reason, the carp being so difficult, but I at least want to catch 10 fish. We're gonna make it happen. That's fish number 8. I need 2 more. 2 more fish. I need 2 more fish. I will literally screenshot a picture of our boarding time right now. Look at that, another one. We are one away. Blue Gigi number 2, fish number 9. I just cannot, oh no! I just cannot have another failed mission. Right back in the water he goes. Oh, of course there's a carp right there now too. Of course, they're just taunting me. I hate these carp. Ready guys, last and final cast. Folks and wieners alike, fish number 10. Coming in at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Got him. Got him. Challenge technically complete. Let's get one last gander at our final fish here in Nebraska. A beautiful Midwestern gilly. Thankfully these guys were around near the carp, and thankfully they were willing to bite, unlike their big bodacious buddies. Oh, I got a bite on this carp rod. No way. No way. As I say that, I get a bite in the carp rod. Honestly, we've been getting bites all day. They just won't hold on to it. I'm not even that excited. Well, wieners, let's pack up shop here and head to the airport. Mission accomplished. You know, I'm not one to pride myself on cutting corners, but in this case, I feel like we had to make it happen. We're back home. As you can tell, we're in Dallas, no longer in the small town of Grand Island. Grand Island was fun, Nebraska was fun. Technically, we completed this challenge. We caught a total of 10 fish, our last 3 within moments to spare. I'm pretty sure Caleb got a shot of our boarding ticket, and it was like we were boarded in 50 minutes while I was still in the water fishing. The carp eluded us, which I didn't think was very fair, considering that place had more carp visually that we saw than bass in the other spots. I was very confused. I didn't like that very much. I thought it was very rude of the carp not to show out. However, that is the beauty and the allure of fishing. But this is it. This is where we wrap up part 4 of the Dart Fishing Challenge. I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. They are tough, they are difficult. I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to figure out ways to improve this series for you guys at home to watch. I think going forward, we're gonna have to count to maybe have a little bit more time for fishing, because really, this was like almost a 23-hour challenge. By the time we landed, by the time we took off, that was 23 hours. We really only got maybe, I think, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours of daylight to actually fish. So it was a bit of a challenge, but that's what I like. I like a challenge. I look at a good video for you guys. We managed to succeed. We are now 2 for 4 on the Dart Challenge. Drop us a comment, let us know where you're excited to see us fish next, and pray that hopefully next time I throw that dart, it's somewhere nice and cool and breezy. But I'm peacing out, signing out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. And as always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.